Alright, now we're going to see how to write content inside our file using the fwrite function. Okay, so we're going to write inside the text file any content we want using this function. So first of all, let's have our PHP tag. So first we are going to, we need to open the file. So we can't use the fwrite function without opening the file. Okay, so you're going to open the file and place the reference inside the variable file handle. Okay, so we're going to set this to fopen, and we're going to place the name of our file or the path of the file, some text.txt, and we are going to open the file in writing mode, and that's going to be W. Okay, so or if we can't open, we're gonna print on the screen enable to open file, and then we stop the scripts. Okay, so now to write in the file, we're going to use the fwrite function. Okay, and you can click on Ctrl K to explore details about this function. Okay, so it's going to take as first parameter the resource, which is going to be our file handle, and as a second parameter the string that we want to write inside the file. Okay, so let's place the arguments inside the function. So the first one is going to be the resource file handle, and the second one, let's write a string. For example, this is new content. Okay, or die enable to write in file or write to file. Okay, all right, so let's see now. So after we would have executed this statement, let's see what the contents of the file is going to be. So let's declare, or let's set the file content variable to so let's use the file function. Okay, and let's read what's inside our file, or die enable to read file. Okay, so let's save and refresh. Okay, we need to dump the variable so that we can see the content. Okay. Okay, so we see that the new content of our file is only one line. Okay, so the file function returned an array of one element. So you've got only one line there. So what's happened here is that the fwrite function deleted all the content of our file. So if we refresh brackets using F5, okay, we still need to open the file from brackets. Open with brackets. And now you can see that we've got only one line inside our file. Okay, so the fwrite function just deleted everything, okay, and replaced all that with whatever we have inputs in the parameters of the fwrite function. Okay, so let's open again our file handling. Okay. So now we're going to use another function to change the content of files. It's file put contents. Okay. So just one thing, you mentioned here that we don't have any gap between our body and the footer. If you remember, we set the margin bottom of the body to 60 pixels, which is exactly the same as the height of our pixels of our footer. Okay, so if you want to have a bigger to have some gap there, you just need to have a margin bottom for the body bigger than the height of our footer, because the footer is having a position absolute. Okay, and it's sticking to the bottom anyway. So let me just do this quickly before we continue, just to show you. So I'm just going to open the footer, and I'm going to set the margin bottom, for example, to 100 pixels. Okay. If we save that, now if I refresh the page, you can see that we've got some gap there. Okay, so 100 pixels is from there to there. Okay, and the height of our footer is only 60 pixels. Okay, anyway, let's continue on the file puts content. So now this new function is going to change the content or add some content to our file. Okay, so let's see how to use this function. Let's have our PHP tag first. And the function is file put contents. Okay, and we're gonna give it a couple of parameters for now. Okay, so the first parameter is going to be the file name or the file path with the name. So I'm gonna go sometext.text. Okay, and the second parameter, we're going to place anything that we want to add to our file. So for example, let's write let's have a return, and then this is some other new content. Okay. Okay, so or die, and I'm going to say enable to write to file. Okay, so if we try this, okay, and place the content inside the file content variable using the file function, so I can use exactly the same code as there. Okay, and dump the variable again. So if we refresh, we can see that this function also erased everything inside the text file and replaced this with the string that we have put in there. Okay. All right. So to avoid that, if we want only to append some content to the file, we need to add another parameter to the file put contents function. So we're going to have a third parameter, and we're going to say file append. Okay, file underscore append, all in capital letters. Okay, so if we do that, this time it is going to append any content that we have placed in the second parameter. Okay, so let's try this now. So if we refresh the page, okay, so you can see that we have some more content in there. Okay, well, let's have a new line there. So let's add a \n. So let's refresh the page, and now we can see that we have two lines. Okay, as the array is returning we've got two elements in the array. So that's the first element, and that's the second element. Okay, so at the beginning, since we kept the fwrite function, so the fwrite function has just written this inside our file. So at the beginning, the file is one line, okay, after the fwrite function execution. So it's one line, and then after that, we have added this to this line. Okay, it's adding. We have a new line there. All right, and now we can see that we are having two lines using the file put contents function. Okay, so that was a quick overview about how to handle files in PHP, how to open, close, read, write in files. Okay. In the next video, we're gonna learn how to upload files to the server.